In recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Slack, we did that. Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, the ball. Let's go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
For another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Screen 80. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run it. This is Prosise. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Team. Mike's by 4. I'll go special. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Bang out. Bam. I don't think you got it, son.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. We talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Up at the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Brosice. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 45.
Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check. 45 is the mark. And let's get this. Rush in. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
380.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Procise, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got to step it up. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Williams, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Lady.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Back at his own 49.
Lady.
45, Mike, 45. I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you.
On second and 11 now. Wilson flush to his right. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bo Allen able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go, boys.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Wait. Safety, Creed, double safe.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let him know.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds Howard complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Jadavian Clowney there on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Gay knocks this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Blitz, blitz, blitz.
Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cut, 380.
Mike by 4.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Block 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Cut, move the team.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 21-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
I got you. Kill.
Hey, hey.
Right back to Procise. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 45.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Check.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. And watch.
Now Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check Mike 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Green 80.
45 Mike. 45. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
I got one. Kill.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On first down, Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run with Procise. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Procise, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now Myers for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
54 Mike. On yard. On yard. SOS.
On 2nd down, Barber. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I'm going back to you.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
.36 power.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And Dixon has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Check mark 45.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's track.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bo Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Dancing to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play to catch.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fans